What is going on, everyone? It's your guy Cole Jackson back here on Road Graders, and today we are going to be talking about Tez Walker having a little bit of a breakout game in this one. Tez has been the camp darling. All of the reporters talking about him. He's making those splash plays. He's in line to be, the next Jeremy Butler, the next Tim White. No, I'm just kidding. That's negative. He's been getting a lot of buzz, and I think what fans were kind of waiting to see was it translate into games. And so last week with the quarterback play, we didn't get to really see it. I don't even believe Tez had a catch in that one, and then he comes out in this one with 6 catches for 61 yards, and could have had a touchdown that he just kind of got missed by Cooper Rush on. That we'll kind of look at here. So I really want to break down what I think Tez is doing so well and some of the key things that I've seen in his development that give me some excitement that a lot of this isn't just smoke. He's kind of developing into a more complete receiver than the true deep threat that we saw at the University of North Carolina. So if you guys are looking forward to this breakdown, if you're excited to be here, hit that like button, hit subscribe if you're new here, drop a comment down below, let me know what you think of Tez's game, and let's jump into it. So here we're going to see nice little crossing route against what looked like zone match that the Cowboys were running. One thing to kind of note, and this really 6 catches for 61 yards for a guy like Tez seems a little shocking, but this type of off-man coverage, this was just the way the Cowboys played this game. Like they sagged off hard, and I thought the Ravens play calling did a really good job adjusting to it. So here you're going to see Tez on the bottom part of your screen, and he's really just running a crossing route from the wide side, and does a really nice job here undercutting Marquise Bell. And really what impressed me on this one, Tez had some questionable hands kind of coming out. You see him reach back behind him, poor ball thrown by Cooper Rush, but the reach back, catch the ball, go to the ground. Really like seeing that, just a tough catch over the middle. And here you're going to see Tez is going to be up top, and Charlie's going to be down here in the slot, and they're just going to run a mesh concept. Charlie actually goes over top. Tez comes under, and so again, just seeing kind of the route diversity, and you can see what I mean in terms of the corners. Like we're almost 10 yards off here. So the play calling here, this is just a simple mesh concept. Tez with a little 5-yard catch, take the shot. But just concepts that we weren't really familiar seeing with Tez and the type of runner that he was. A lot getting deep, a lot of those deep shots, especially to the boundary sideline. So I like seeing the kind of mixture thrown in there. So I thought that was really solid, seeing him do some versatile things, really solid to see. Here we're going to get a play that doesn't result in a target because Cooper Rush is going to get hit. Tez is actually going to be in the slot. They did this a few times, so they're going to line him in the slot, and they're going to motion Tylen down just to kind of give him some more field to work with. And you're going to see that nice little in-breaking route. And he creates, he's got a massive amount of separation here. But you can see back here, I believe it's Noteboom loses on his inside. And you can see Rush, the ball's right here. And he's actually getting hit while he's throwing. And this was supposed to go to Tez. But nice, from the slot, especially against the type of zone that we're getting. Looks like it was cover 3. They got that thick line of defenders here, but Tez breaking in nicely. That was a nice little fluid break, showing a little bit of development. You can see right there in that kind of route running ability, and creating that separation there. So really solid. If he gets that ball out, that's a nice gain. And the big thing with Tez is his ability to have a more versatile route tree will serve him, because his bread and butter is going to be that deep ball. If he really comes into being a factor, whether it's next year when if they kind of move on from DeAndre Hopkins and there's that kind of starting wide receiver spot, if he's going to kind of factor into that 11 personnel rather than just a rotational, he's going to have to be a lot more versatile than just a deep threat. And so seeing that kind of development, I think, is really positive. I believe he's at the bottom of your screen, and again, these are short catches, nothing crazy here, but this is the Ravens adjusting to, again, we're sagging off almost 10 yards from the corners, and they're playing zone behind it, so they're just going to run a quick out, and they're just easy catch. So nothing crazy there. That's not that's an impressive bout of route running, impressive hands, contested catch. That's not what I'm trying to get at, but it's showing that he can play a versatile route tree when the defense asks for it. So, good out there, and then you can kind of see they're going to do the same thing. Once again, Tez in the slot here, they're going to motion Tylen down, and they're going to take advantage of these soft kind of coverages, and they're just going to do another out route to Tez from the slot. Right there, he's going to have a little bit more of a contested catch, and I think he's showing a lot better hands than I was expecting out of him. So here you're going to see it again. He's going to attack that cushion, run up, nice little fluid break out the side, and he could have ran that a little bit tighter, runs it a little bit too deep when he tries to break. But the nice thing he does here is as that ball comes in and he makes that catch, see right there, he actually looks like he tries to turn up field with having some of that space, and he just kind of got slipped, and it was kind of running him out of bounds. So I like seeing the fluidity. I like seeing the different, the different ability here. And here's where I think, there's one more. So again, this was after the Corey Bullock hold that knocked them back. So this is 1st and 16. So they've moved back, and they just want to get some yardage back. But again, you see that cushion. So the Ravens aren't really trying to push the ball downfield. They're going to take advantage of that cushion, take what the defense gives you. He's just going to run a hitch. Jump up, get the ball, take the contact. So again, he's adjusting to whatever the play calling's asking of him. Then I believe this is the one where he should have had the touchdown on 3rd down. So this was 3rd down. So you're going to see what I thought was a nice little route in case they wanted to throw a little contested catch up to him. But you can see when Cooper Rush drops back, his first read looks like it's to the right. So I don't think, the idea is you see he's open to the right here, and then he comes back to his left. And the way Tez kind of runs this, and I mean, again, this is 3rd down, and it's 3rd and goal, so they're just trying to protect the end zone. So you're going to see their defense, their DB sagging off makes sense in this case, but I thought Tez did a good job of kind of stutter stepping into this and then creating, at least an opportunity where he can get behind the defender and hopefully get the back to the ball. But that's not what ends up happening here. So he's going to get pushed to the back. Rush is going to start to scramble back here, and he's going to kind of run back inside. And I thought if Rush threw a tighter ball here, right as he breaks away, because I think what Rush was worried about was this safety coming back. But, I mean, there's an open window here. If Rush can place this ball a little bit better, that's a touchdown on an improvised route from Tez. So, I mean, a good move by Tez, and you can see in the end zone, if you watch that left hand, you're going to see him kind of push. So he's going to sort of push the DB and then take off. So nice little physical play here right there as he kind of pushes off, and then that creates a separation for him to run and try and get open. And just could have been a better ball from Cooper Rush. So I like seeing that, and I'll just show you kind of where I thought he had a lot more space. Again, I thought that safety was creeping over. You see Rush read right. He's going to go back to his left, and we're not going to really see the ball till it comes in. But you can kind of see there's a lot of room here, like a lot of room for Rush to place that ball so that Tez can run into it. Again, I think Rush is scared of that safety coming back, but there was plenty of room to make a different play there. So nice route by Tez, and it really shows, like, if that's Lamar Jackson in there, I think that ball is being placed a lot differently, and Tez is probably coming out of this game with an extra catch for a touchdown. Then we're going to get another non-targeted route here. Tez is at the top of your screen. I believe this goes to LeJonte Wester. Oh, no, this is the next play. Here you're going to get the deep curl. So, again, DEVONTEZ Walker, known as a deep threat. He's going to press vertically against that massive cushion. He gets the DB to flip his hips and start running with him. They have to respect that speed. And then you're going to get, I'll go back and play it. So you're going to get a nice breakdown and him just run a very simple curl route. Video froze. Just a sec. Bring that back up. Is that 130? So Tez is just going to run nice breakdown route. See, creating that nice couple yards of separation. Rush throws that ball in low, gets in there, makes a tough catch. But this is what you want to see out of your deep threat. Your deep threat's ability to be able to create this type of separation on a comeback or a curl means that they're going to respect that speed. Now, this is the play where they're going to target Wester on the bottom, but the way the safety rolled, I think Tez, with how he eats this, and this is where you're going to see that deep speed right here. See how that little nuance in his route running on this vertical seam, very nice. So he's going to run this inside. So he's pressing inside, running up the numbers. DB's open, and then you're going to see Tez press to the outside. So as he presses, you see right there the DB stutters, and then Tez takes off. Now, I believe at this point, the ball is already in the air towards Wester. Yeah, it is. So, unfortunately, it goes to Wester and not Walker, but you can see that deep route running ability. We just need a bigger sample. We need him to get some of these shots because, wow, that's the type of stuff I want to see from Walker, really developing that. And this, to me, is really the key takeaway. So, again, he's going to press inside, get those hips open, but as he presses outside, you're going to see that hesitation. I'll run it through. So watch that DB's hesitation right there. And that's what creates that separation. Walker runs by him. If he gets targeted, he's got a step to be able to make a play on that ball. So, some excited stuff here from Tez Walker. You can definitely see how he's been able to make plays in camp. Seeing it in a game is obviously awesome. I think there's a ceiling to this kid. There's a lot more than just kind of, being a camp body, and hopefully, I almost say it's not that I don't want to see him this year, but if we see him, it's probably because there was injuries and we don't want that. But I hope when he gets into, some of those situations, like when he had the toe drag swag last year, that touchdown catch he had, he's going to get limited opportunities, and I hope he's able to, use that speed and make an impact, be a playmaker for the Baltimore Ravens. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys thought of Tez Walker's game. What are you excited about with him? Drop a like if you enjoyed this breakdown. Hit subscribe if you're new here. As always, be good to yourselves, be good to each other. Peace out, everyone.